Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm planning from March 1st to the 7th, and I'm using this Alice in Wonderland kit from Keatown. It has been a very long time since I've done a voiceover, so I'm really not sure how this is going to go, but it's almost my bedtime and I really want to get this done. I just haven't had a lot of time. I actually did try to do this voiceover like almost 2 weeks ago, but I had just started taking a new medication like the day before, and I pretty much sounded drunk on the voiceover, so I couldn't post it. It was so bad. Like, just I wasn't even making sense and I just sounded stupid. So here we are. We're gonna try again. I have not been posting, obviously. I actually haven't really been planning much recently in my planner. I've just been too busy, and but I really do want to catch up, and I think I'm gonna have some more free time within the next month or so, and so maybe I can catch up, because at this point I'm kind of like overwhelmed with how far behind I am. But I mean, planning's fun, so I'm sure once I have the time, I'm going to be really excited to have like 20 spreads to fill in. So my last video, I was mentioning how I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep making videos or not, but everybody who left a comment was very, very nice, and it made me really happy that some of you like the fact that I'm not always like, happy and peppy and whatever, so that made me feel comfortable with maybe posting again. Obviously, I'm doing it. Like I said, I am really busy right now, and just a lot is going on. Not all bad or anything, just very time consuming. So I'm not sure how often I can post. I definitely won't be doing every week. Let me know if that's like annoying, because maybe you only want to keep up with planner channels who do every single week, or that do every single week. Just let me know, because I will not, at least for the near future, I won't be doing every single spread in a video. I don't have time. But yeah, I decided to use this kit for this week because, number one, it is beautiful. And number two, Alice in Wonderland kind of makes me think of the month of March because of the March hare. I'm pretty sure they're not related at all, but that's the way it worked in my brain, and I really couldn't wait to use this kit. It is so beautiful, and that's also why I decided that this was the week I was going to make a video on, just because I really wanted to share this artwork. It's just so pretty. Keaton did a really good job with this kit. The only thing about his kits, and it's nothing like wrong with his kits, it's just I tend to plan with a bunch of little labels. I'm sure you can tell if you've seen any of my spreads, but fortunately this kit had pretty, universal or common colors, so I was able to pull a ton from just scraps from other kits. And I had previously done an Alice in Wonderland spread that had a similar color scheme, so I was able to use a lot of scraps from that. And I also got some like extra sheets from that kit in like a grab bag or something, or like a freebie bonus bag, I don't know. But yeah, you could probably also see at the beginning of this video that I was thinking about using that Lavender Hollow mixed metal foil bundle. I decided against it just because I was nervous that I was going to mess this spread up. I know a lot of planners out there use foil every single week, but sometimes I'm nervous that the foil is going to mess up my spreads. There have been not many, but a few spreads that I used foil in where I was like, didn't need it. It would have been better without it. And I'm actually glad I left it out, because I'm really happy with how this spread came out. I'm just going to go right into Monday, because I am so sorry. I didn't hit record for Monday like a dumbass, so we're coming back strong. So the first thing on Monday was that I was tired and angry, and I used this huge emoji sticker from Coffee Monsters Co. to mark that. Also, if I don't say where every single sticker is from, I'm so sorry. If you want to know, just ask me and I will definitely find out for you. Under that, with a label and this little, I think it's Olive Studio now. I just watched Rosie Plans do her like 90s spread, and I think she said it's called Olive Studio. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. She also has a freebie and a discount code. I believe it's Rosie10. But yeah, I used this little workout Olive to mark that I worked out right after work. And then under that, with a little clock icon, I marked that I did a Chloe Ting workout. I actually meant to flip these, but it's okay. I know what I meant. Under that, with this pumpkin paper Coterra headache sticker, I marked that I had a really bad headache. And then under that, with a squared off box and this munchkin, I marked that I had just an annoying health insurance thing to take care of, because I don't feel like I'm a real adult. And when things come up that I'm not used to, I just like want to run and hide and get my mom to do it. Under that, with a little thing and a book, I marked that I read Snuff, and someone messaged me on Instagram and let me know that there are actually more than one books with that title. But the one I read is by, I don't remember his name, but it is severely messed up, and I'm almost embarrassed that I read it. From the description of the book, I did not know what I was in for, but this is by far the most disturbing piece of literature I have ever read. It's more disturbing than any movie I've ever seen. Just don't read it. I was even telling my boyfriend about some of it when I first started reading it, and he asked me to stop because it was that gross. So just don't read it. Under that, I just marked that I watched YouTube until I fell asleep. Moving on to Tuesday, first thing I marked that I was feeling anxious, and I used a little munchkin for that. With a quarter box and this freezing emoji head, I marked that I forced myself to walk in the cold because I knew I wasn't going to have time to work out when I got home, and I wanted to get some movement in. At this time, I was still counting walks during work as workouts, trying to be like, nice to myself and not pushing myself too hard. So I did force myself to walk at work with pushing the stroller, which, adds a little weight to the, I don't know, that makes it a workout, whatever. With a piece of washi and this laundry folding sticker from, I think, the GP studio, I want to say. I marked that I folded my clothes. With a squared off box and a piece of deco from the kit, I marked that my roommate and I had some hot goss, which I used this script sticker from Jody Doodle, who is Ilza Planned It on Instagram and YouTube. She used to have a script shop, and she had icons too. Oh my gosh. But anyway, she made me this script, and I love it so much. I love everything about it. I'm not a big script person, but I don't know why. Just like the fonts she used and everything, I love this sticker. I love it. So thank you, Ilza. With a little thing and this Paper Shire planner stack, I marked that I did some planning, and then I finished Snuff, which I just marked with this little book from Planning Roses, I think. Under that, with this barfing emoji head, I marked that this smell woke me up. This is going to be hard to describe, and I'm not going to try to spend too much time on it, but basically in my apartment, my room is at the end of the apartment, meaning that it is at the end of the ventilation system. And so if someone decides to cook at 2 a.m, it will come into my bedroom. And my roommate decided to cook something or microwave something that was very pungent, and it woke me up, and I actually thought I was going to vomit. I didn't fall asleep for a while just because I felt so sick to my stomach. She promised me she would not be cooking anymore that late at night. I'm just very sensitive to smells, especially if I am not eating food. The smell of food kind of grosses me out. Anyway, moving on to Wednesday, I marked that it was a very sunny day, and I used this little row home sticker from, I think, Once More with Love, or Coffee Monsters Co. I can't tell sometimes. I'm sorry, but I love this sticker. It's so cute, and I thought it went so well with this color scheme. It just made me so happy. Under that, I marked with this little emoji head with a little zipper mouth that I was anxious about nap time. I don't want to go too into it, but basically at work, the little girl I nanny for has a little friend, and they were going to have a play date, and I was told that it was going to go into nap time, which really stressed me out because the last thing I need is more human interaction, and the only thing that gets me through the day is not seeing anybody during nap time, so I didn't want to have to hang out with the other nanny during the nap time and make small talk, you know what I mean? But it ended up being a miscommunication, and it didn't happen, so that was a relief. Under that, with a little thing and this angry munchkin, I marked that I smelled smoke in my apartment. I hate the smell of cigarette smoke. There were a lot of smells this week. But yeah, they're doing construction outside and the construction workers were smoking and the smell got into my apartment and eventually it aired out, but not a fun way to come home. Then with another little olive working out, I marked that I did another workout right after work. With this label from the kit and this cramping emoji, I marked that I was really, really gassy this day. I have been trying to eat better, as in like more vegetables, more fiber, more protein, but my body is so used to me just eating like French fries and pizza that I have been getting very bloated and just, I know, I'm getting gross, but anyway. So yeah, I was pretty gassy this day. With a quarter box and a therapy munchkin sticker, I marked that I had therapy. And then the final thing for Wednesday with another little olive driving a car, I marked that I helped Joe with his car. Moving on to Thursday, first thing I marked was that I was feeling anxious. Again, I had a very anxious week. Oh my gosh, Brad. Sorry, we have the loudest, chattiest cat. If he hears you talking, he just wants to talk to you. It's cute, but can be really annoying. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I had a very anxious week this week. Under that, with a quarter box and this olive pumping weights, I marked that I worked out right after work again. I was doing such a good job this week at getting the worst part of my day over with, which is always my workout. I hate working out so much. But yeah, it felt really good to not have that looming over my entire evening, but it's definitely hard to keep up with because all I want to do after work is sit. With this little Stick with the Plan Co. friendship dinner sticker, I marked that my roommate and I got Sweet Green delivered. Or at least I never really get delivery, maybe once or twice a year, but she had a coupon, so I said, screw it, let's get it. With a little thing and a TV icon, I marked that I watched Bridgerton. I was into Bridgerton for I was obsessed with it for the first 2 episodes. And then I think I'm on episode 5 and I'm just not interested anymore, really. Maybe I'll finish it. I don't know. With an appointment label and a shut up munchkin, I just marked that my grandmother was giving me, I don't know. We don't see eye to eye religiously or politically, and she was sending me things that I just don't like to see. So yeah, there was that. Under that, with this random little book label that I have, I marked that I started a new book this night. And then under that, with a fancy label and a sleeping munchkin, I marked that I went to bed earlier than normal. This was I was starting to get into a really good sleep routine. It all went to shit recently, which if I do another plan with me, you'll hear all about that. But for a month, it was real good. Moving on to Friday, first thing I marked was that I was freezing again because it was still very, very, very cold in the morning, even though it's March. It was, March is still winter. And then I used this little Stick with a Plan Co. girl in a blanket to mark that. With a fancy label and this tire emoji, flat tire emoji, I marked that I had low tire pressure. With a quarter box and this little freezing emoji, I marked that I pushed the stroller in the cold and it really hurt because it was just so cold. But again, I wanted to get a walk in. With a little thing and this angry munchkin, I marked that I hate kids. I don't really hate kids, but little girl I watched was being just so extra this day, and she's usually so good for me, and I was already just having a really stressful week, so that was just the cherry on top. With a half box and this crying munchkin, I marked that I had a short little cry on the couch. I was just very overwhelmed, and I found out that I could have gone home earlier had I not taken her for a play date, and I don't know, whatever, it didn't even matter. And then my roommate convinced me to just do a short workout because I'd be mad at myself if I didn't do it. So I just did 10-minute abs and that's it. With an appointment label and this pizza slice from Olive Studio, I marked that we got buy one, get one free or something, or $5 large Blaze pizzas, something like that, some ridiculous coupon. Oh no, it was our Pi Day coupons from last year. So they were $3.14. Then we watched The Office and I just used a movie marquee to mark that. Moving on to Saturday, first thing I marked with a half box and these old school balloons that I love so much. I marked that I took down a bunch of decorations in Joe's apartment. He had a little birthday for his nephew and just his parents who are vaccinated and his sister and niece and whatever. They came for just a little party because we really couldn't do anything else. And he decorated his whole apartment and just left decorations up for 2 weeks, so I decided to take them down myself. With a fancy label and this Munchkin watching TV, I marked that I had some TV time. With a little thing and a money icon, I marked that I did some returns. With a piece of washi and this little script icon sticker from a kit, I marked that I got groceries. With a label and this little guitar from Stella Bow Sticker Co., I marked that I helped Joe film a little guitar video for Instagram. With a quarter box and this like FaceTime laptop sticker, I marked that I FaceTimed with Rosie, who is Rosie Plans. Moving on to Sunday, first thing I marked with a little thing and this emoji looking at a phone was that I had a nice lazy morning, which was much needed. With an appointment label and another piece of deco from the kit, I marked that we went to Goodwill. Joe was looking for a VCR, but we went to Goodwill on like Penny Day or something. The line was wrapped around the place, so we just looked around and then left. With a little thing and this week I designed shopping bag, I marked that I went to ShopRite just to get yogurt because I've been eating a lot of yogurt in the mornings. With a fancy label and this burger from, I believe this was on a freebie that Ilza gave me when she gave me scripts. And I love this little burger. It's so cute. So I marked that we went to Chili's. With another movie icon, I marked that we watched the movie To Die For with Nicole Kidman. And I was not a fan. The description made it sound like it was right up my alley, but I would have preferred this movie if it had been like serious and not a dark comedy. I don't know. Sometimes dark comedies just suck. Like, just pick a lane and stay, but I don't know. There are some good ones, but not many. With a little thing and this headache Tara, I marked that I had another headache. And the final thing on Sunday was that I had some tea because I just was not feeling well. And then I went to bed, which was great. I had been doing so well with going to sleep at a reasonable hour. The last thing that I didn't really go over is my sidebar. I have not been doing habit trackers at all, just because it really is silly to mark habits in a memory keeping planner. But I marked on this specific spread, just with 3 half boxes, a couple things that happened this week. The first thing was that I made a hard phone call, and that was regarding the insurance thing, and it was really easy. It was very daunting, but I did it, and I got it all taken care of, and it was not a problem. And then under that, I marked that I stuck to my workouts all this week, and by that I mean like I wanted to work out right after work, and I did that every single day this week, which was really hard for me. It's just, I'm a procrastinator, and yeah, so I was pretty proud of myself. But then the final thing I marked was that I was very anxious all week. But yeah, so that is everything for this spread. Again, I'm not sure when I'm going to do another one. I would like to do another one soon, eventually. I don't know, but let me know how you feel about sporadic videos, if that's like okay, or if I just shouldn't bother, or like, I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and yeah, I guess I will see you in the next video. And I'm more active on Instagram, so I'm there if you want to join there, follow me there. I don't know. And I do post all my other spreads that I don't make videos on, so if you want to see those, they're there. But I think that's it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.